Let's go back from the beginning. I'm not entirely sure that you have been completely honest with me. Everything you have said seems to line up and kind of make sense, but we both know you're just full of shit.
Oh, detective, my detective. We all know the suit and tie can't cover up the squalid taste of the burro's mouth, and I've already received absolution for my most sinful actions.
Are you talking about the crimes you committed? The lives you took? The families you have destroyed?
Crimes? What crimes? I'm not quite certain of what sort of crimes you are referring to.
Don't you give me that crap. You know very well what I'm talking about. I'm not going to pretend or even suggest that you're some sort of mental case, cause I'm pretty sure you're not crazy. You're just too clever for your own sake.
A nutcase. It never occurred to me. I guess that's why some of my acquaintances drill their fears upon me.
You mean they bullied you cause they knew you were weird and dangerous?
To be strange, different, out of the flock of the mundane and ordinary, to be rare, unique. Apart from the mud of the same in them all, you are correct. Weird I am, but dangerous. Have you ever felt as breakable as a thin drop of water falling into hard concrete? Or as frail as an autumn leaf decaying at the doorstep of the worst winter? Because I felt that my whole entire life. A dying fly would be more threatening than my own existence and would wreak havoc on the entire world. There is no way I could ever be dangerous, detective. But you definitely seem dangerous, menacing, and defiant. Just like all of them.
So that's why you did it. You just wanted to give back to them. But why these innocent children? They had nothing to do with the ones that made your life miserable back then.
By miserable? You refer to hell, and that is an understatement. My life was completely shattered by those aberrant demons. Heartless tyrants who ripped away my childhood by burning the leftovers of my dreams. There was no normal after them. They not only picked on me, but they picked me off in countless pieces. Maybe, just maybe, you might be part of it. And now you come back to keep peeling off the residuals of once I used to be. Oh, dear. You are the worst of them. The biggest bully.
I wouldn't mind bullying you until you give us the truth. You know what you did. We know what you did, and to be honest, I don't give a rat's ass why you did it. Nothing, absolutely nothing will change the outcome of what is coming for you. The entire weight of the system punishing you day by day until you are no more.
The system is at fault for those poor souls forthcoming. It has failed by rewarding the ones culpable of the most horrendous acts towards the defenseless.
It sounds like you're contradicting yourself, pal. See, in this case, these kids are the defenseless, and nobody will ever reward you.
The detective is omitting the real argument. I could not assume that you somehow could conceive the kind of damage that vicious tribe of pubescent devils brought upon my upbringing. Such a vile and malevolent group of dull villains who weren't content with repressing those unable to fight back. Treacherous offsprings of white-collar criminals ordained by your system and sanctified in the name of hatred. Their bigotry was a part of their creed. Their salvation relied on the premise of the purity of their lineage and the unquestionable belief of the inferiority of any other. These so-called saviors, riding on their imaginary stallions, could easily be covering their heads with white and pointy hoods. Unlike their ancestors, they did not have to carry the holy book to hinder the progress of my race. They had no valid argument against the suppression and abuse they inflicted on me. It wasn't just about the shade of my layering or the glorifying attributes of my IQ. The nature of my sexual preference wasn't wicked enough for them to not batter me unconscious, but to violate me with this crippling my life forever. It is time for redemption. It is Judgment Day. They brought it upon them. They should have seen it coming. They must pay with the time they have left in this life before eternity erases all the bad they have spread.
Listen, as much as your life story might suck, my job is to bring peace to the people you have hurt. The real victims of your actions. Those families didn't deserve losing their beloved children because of some revenge vendetta on your part.
Redemption, detective, redemption.
There is no redeeming when anything is unprovoked. When it's clearly an atrocious crime committed by a very clever individual whose fancy words won't alter his destiny behind bars. For life.
As I've already mentioned, this tale portrays the journey of a hero in his quest for fairness in this corrupt world. The truth of his mission lies in the details, and the motive lies in the eye of the beholder.
I'm starting to change my mind. You might actually be fucking crazy.
Look closely, detective. Very closely.
Wait. All the parents of these kids were involved in the same trial. 24 years ago. They were charged with aggravated sexual assault, but got absolved because of lack of evidence.
You might want to look at the last page, detective. The victim is a 14-year-old POC male, slender frame. His nose and left cheekbone are fractured. Right shoulder is dislocated from an angle showing signs of resistance. Internal laceration in the rectum due to forced entry by an unknown object. And signs of heavy bleeding shows internal damage that has to be surgically repaired. He was found unconscious in one of the male locker rooms at the sports facilities of the St. Mary Private High School.
How long till the janitor found you?
About 5 hours. But the lifetime and great deal for crafting the most ideal maneuver felt quite rapid.
Did you do it?